Saskatchewan is taking what it hopes will be a proactive approach to controlling outbreaks in its classrooms. Starting this week, students in the major urban centres in the province will have access to voluntary in-school testing. Michael Serapio, that has to be a first.
It is a first, and certainly new for Saskatchewan. And we have to point out, if people want to take advantage of this, again, you say the three biggest cities in the province, well, parents have to get their consent forms in today. And take a look at the schedule here, Heather, as announced by the province regarding these in-school tests. Beginning September 16th, Campbell Collegiate will essentially start their testing again. That is on Wednesday, to be followed by Holy Cross High School in Saskatoon on Thursday, and Carleton Comprehensive High School in Prince Albert on Thursday and Friday. 2 days, we should note, for Carleton because their school start is actually staggered. Now, as you said, these tests are voluntary. No one is really obliged to do it, but they are being highly recommended. It's been noted that the reopenings are a delicate balance. If a student tests positive, take measures to ensure that one case does not become many, in other words, does not become an outbreak. And these tests really are meant to increase the province's ability to control cases of COVID-19 within schools and, by extension, communities. Now, that said, some parents are worried that this school program will take away much needed tests away from those who are perhaps feeling ill or need the test more, like frontline workers. Take a listen to Donna Schell, whose daughter is starting grade 9 this year at Campbell Collegiate in Regina.
We're still on the fence about it, quite honestly. She's not really wanting to take part. She's kind of said, no, I don't really want that Q-tip sticking into my brains. You know, we've seen the lineups for the drive-through COVID this past week. So I kind of feel like, you know, I'd rather leave it for people that actually need the test, as opposed and not overload the labs.
Now, that said, the province points out that they consider students and certainly teachers as priority groups, which is why these tests are going to begin. And even though we're talking about basically one school in each of the three largest cities, the plan is to roll out these on-site school tests, Heather, into schools right across the province.
Interesting to hear Donna's concern and what her daughter is thinking about. What about health experts? What do they think of this in-school testing, Michael?
Well, you know, we have reached out to a former provincial health officer of Saskatchewan, and she says that she thinks it's a very proactive way of the province to try to get control of COVID-19, pointing out the sooner that you know someone is positive, the sooner you can start the contact tracing, the sooner you can be in any isolation measures. Take a listen to Dr. Anne Huang.
This is actually quite a proactive way to actively monitor any potential new infections in the most cost-effective way. I am suspecting that they'll probably, be randomly choosing people to test from those who have consented.
So a random testing here. And we also heard from Dr. Huang that she hopes, at least, that the province does more than just the schools within the urban centers of the province. She hopes this is also rolled out to rural schools. She doesn't believe that every student is actually going to get tested here, Heather, but by the very fact that a good number will be tested, she says that would be a good sample size and really give the province a better idea of what's happening on the ground.
Michael, thank you very much.
You're welcome.